Hi, I'm Koichi Miyazaki from Nagoya University. Thank you for watching this video. I'd like to start DCASE workshop highlight video presentation. The title is Conformer-based sound event detection with semi-supervised learning and data augmentation. This is an overview of our research. Firstly, our motivation is to improve sound detection performance utilizing unlabeled training data. Also, clarify what technique is actually effective for sound event detection performance improvement. Our proposed solution improves conformer blocks, semi-supervised learning, and data augmentation. From the results of experimental evaluation, we confirmed 14.6% percentage higher than baseline on event-based mark reference score. Finally, this proposed method is submitted to DCASE challenge. As a result, we achieved first place among 21 teams. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Thơ Nguyễn, and I am a PhD candidate at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Today, I'm going to present our paper on the effectiveness of spatial and multi-channel features for multi-channel polyphonic sound event detection. While working on the 2020 DCASE sound event localization and detection challenge, we observed that the spatial feature have sound event detection performance for static sources, but degrades the sound event detection performance for dynamic sources. Therefore, we would like to find out which features are the best for multi-channel sound event detection for both static and dynamic sound sources. To find out the answer, we are going to experiment with single-channel log-mail spectrogram and several multi-channel spatial features, such as multi-channel log-mail spectrogram, GCC FET, and intensity factor. We use the same SED network to evaluate the model performance with different input features. We use two datasets for experiments. One is the 2019 SELD dataset for simulated static sources, and the other one is the 2020 SELD dataset for the dynamic sources. Our experimental results show that single-channel log-mail spectrograms are better for both static and dynamic sources and for both first-order episonic and mixed-array format. To find out more information, please refer to our paper. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Huang Yuxin. Today I will represent my team, which is from Institute of Computing Technology, Chinese Academy of Sciences, and Toshiba China R&D Center, to introduce the overview of our team's work, guided multi-branch learning systems for sound event detection with sound separation. In our work, we use the guided learning as our framework. For the model architecture in the guided learning framework, we add multi-branch learning method and sound event detection branch. While doing system sampling, we also use sound separation method, which is implemented by the baseline system. The experiment results show that multi-branch learning can improve the performance, and the sound event detection branch has potential to improve the performance. And using sound separation to construct the ensemble system can achieve a better performance than not using sound separation system. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Thơ Nguyễn. I'm a PhD candidate at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Today, I'm going to present our paper and sample of sequence matching networks for dynamic sound event localization, detection, and tracking. The task of sound event localization and detection is to classify the sound sources and estimate the directions where the sound comes from. Our previous approach, sequence matching network, had a new state-of-the-art result for sound event localization and detection (SELD). We solved SED and DOA estimation separately and train a recurrent neural network to align the SED and DOA output sequences. The sequence matching network works well for static sources. However, it is not directly applicable for dynamic cell source. The reason is that dynamic source requires much higher angle resolution than static sources. Therefore, the angular dimension of the DOA output sequences is getting prohibitively large. Therefore, instead of using 2D histogram as input to the SMN, we propose to use 1D histogram as input sequences instead. Now for DOA, we have two input sequences, one for azimuth, one for elevation. The experimental results show that SMN used 1D histograms input produce lower DOA errors compared to the SMN that use 2D histogram but with lower DOA resolution. We also train SMN with different input lengths to improve the final result. Our proposed solution ranked second in the team ranking of DCASE2020 challenge for dynamic cell source. For more information, please refer to our paper. Thank you very much for listening.
This is the work on multitask loss function for audio event detection and localization, presented by Huy Phang, Lam Pham, Philip Koch, Ngọc Yoon, Ian McLaughlin, and Alfred Martins at the DCASE2020 workshop in Tokyo, Japan. In the common joint modeling approach for audio event detection and localization, the event detection task is usually done by classification via cross-entropy loss, whereas the event localization is usually done by regression via mean square error loss. And when we train a multitask model using these two heterogeneous losses, it usually results in underfitting behavior on the event detection task. So in this work, instead of classification, we formulate and treat the event detection task as a regression problem as well, so similar to the localization task. And this allows us to use the same mean square error loss for both event detection and localization in a homogeneous fashion. And when we train the multitask model with these two homogeneous losses, it results in much better convergent behavior and better performance, reducing the overall error rate by more than 10% on the development data of the DCASE2020 challenge.
Hi everyone, thanks for attending this DCASE workshop 2020. I'm Yin Cao from Center for Vision, Speech and Signal Processing at the University of Surrey. The title of this talk is Event Independent Network for Polyphonic Sound Event Localization and Detection. It mainly treated the polyphonic sound event localization and detection task in a source separation manner. Welcome to watch our detailed presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Diego de Benito, and this is the overview video for a multi-resolution approach to sound event detection in DCASE2020 Task 4. Our presentation will cover the motivation for this work, then a brief talk about DCASE2020 Task 4. We will discuss the multi-resolution analysis, which is one of the main contributions of this work. And then we will detail some other aspects of the work, such as the model fusion and the post-processing. Finally, we will share the results of our experiments and some conclusions on this work. Thank you very much.
Hi there, I am Nicolas Turpot and I'm going to present you the highlight of the paper Training Sound Event Detection on a Heterogeneous Dataset. This work has been made with Romain Cerizel at INRIA Nancy. Romain and I are organizers of the Task 4 of the challenge. It's now been 3 years. The motivation behind this paper is because of this organization. We've seen that many submissions use previous methods without questioning the impact of each technical choice. Even us, when we designed the baseline, we based our baseline on the work of a participant 2 years ago. We followed some of the technical choices he made without questioning them. So the goal of this work is to do an ablation study on the baseline to understand the impact of many of the choices that have been made. So first of all, we'll show the impact of the combination of a heterogeneous dataset. Indeed, we have weakly labeled data, synthetic but strongly labeled data, and unlabeled data. So how combining them is beneficial or not. The impact of data augmentation, the impact of the noise as mean input of the mean teacher model, and the impact of ramp-up on the training of the mean teacher model. So if you want to know more about this presentation, don't hesitate to come on Monday, the 2nd of November at 4:10.
Hello everyone, my name is Ritvik Giri and I work at Amazon Web Services. And this is the highlight video for our paper, which is going to appear at DCASE Workshop 2020. It's on group masked autoencoder based density estimator for audio anomaly detection. This is a joint work with my colleagues at Amazon, Fangsu, Kareem, Srikanth, Umud, and Arvind. So the problem that we're trying to solve here is audio anomaly detection problem. The way we solve it is we develop a neural density estimation technique named group masked autoencoder, or in short, GroupMate. The key idea behind this autoregressive density estimator is it decomposes the joint distribution as conditionals over groups. Why is it useful? Because in audio, we often operate on spectrograms or male spectrograms. So we have a sequence of frames, and you can treat each frame as a group, and you can use this density estimation technique to model those sequences. We submitted our system to DCASE2020 Challenge Task 2, and it came as first. Thank you.
Hello from IBM Research. This work has been submitted to a DCASE 2020 Challenge Task 2. It proposed a method to perform anomaly detection of the machine sound using classification confidence. The task is set up as an unsupervised anomaly detections, where only the normal sample is provided during training. We propose two methods, which based on feature learning of the classifier. In the first method, the classifier is trained in a supervised learning manner, where the machine type and ID are used as a class label. In the second method, the classifier is trained in a self-supervised learning manner, where the type of acoustic transformations are used as a pseudo label. We also propose other techniques such as clip to segments, center loss, probabilistic aggregation example to improve the performance. In the challenge result, by considering the challenge metrics, these methods become the fourth in the ranking of the team ranking. However, if we consider the average of the AURC and the partial AURC of all machine type, this work has become in the first in the ranking of the team ranking. For more information, please come to our oral sessions on Tuesday the 3rd, right after the keynotes. See you later. Bye.
Hello everybody, this is a highlight video for our DCASE2020 workshop paper, Acoustic Scene Classification with Spectrogram Processing Strategies. In this paper, we studied the problem of efficiently taking advantage of different spectrogram representations through discriminatory processing strategies. The first contribution is exploiting the impact of the combination of multiple spectrogram representations at different stages. The second contribution is that the processing strategies in multiple frequency bands and multiple temporal frames are proposed to make full use of a single spectrogram representation. The proposed spectrogram processing strategies can be easily transferred to any network structures. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Yuzhong Wu, and I am a PhD candidate in the Chinese University of Hong Kong. In this video, I'm going to present you my paper in DCASE 2020 workshop, searching for efficient network architectures for acoustic scene classification. So the highlights of this paper is as follows. In this paper, we propose a simple and effective random search policy to obtain high accuracy convolutional neural network architectures under strict model size constraint. So using this search policy, we can automatically discover the optimal trade-off between model depth and width. And we use several efficient convolutional modules to build our models. And to save the search time, we limit the search space and we use some tricks for fast evaluation of the candidate architectures. And the FastCM models give higher accuracy compared to an AlexNet CM benchmark, which has a very large model complexity.
Thank you for watching this presentation. I'm Daiki Takeuchi at NTT Corporation. I'd like to talk about pre-processing and post-processing methods for audio captioning. This is a short summary of our presentation. The topic of this study is automated audio captioning. We have 3 research questions. Our research questions are how to augment the limited data, how to decide the best description, and whether post-processing is effective in automated audio captioning. To solve our 3 questions, the proposed method has 3 data augmentation, 3 multitask learning, and 2 post-processing modules. And our method yields the best score at DCASE2020 Challenge Task 6. On the other hand, it is not clear which modules are more effective for improving the accuracy of automated audio captioning. To investigate the effect of each module, we conducted module-wise ablation study. As a result, data augmentation and post-processing are effective for improving the accuracy of automated audio captioning. In the full presentation, we conducted more detailed experiment and discussion. Thank you for watching this presentation.
Hi, my name is Emre, and our paper is titled Multitask Regularization based on infrequent classes for audio captioning. And my co-authors are Konstantinos Trosas and Thomas Virtanen from Tampere University. And this work is done related to DCASE2020 workshop and DCASE2020 challenge task 6 on audio captioning. Our proposed method is called multitask regularized autoencoder. So we'll be basically using an autoencoder with 2 different decoder branches. One will be used for caption decoder, and one will be used for content word decoder. Content word decoder meaning the content word meaning the information-rich words inside the target caption. Words such as bell, rings, tree, etc. And we also employ a weighted loss scheme in the caption decoder, in the sense that we will be weighting the less represented or words which are mostly the most informative words in the caption decoder training loss. That's it. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Huang Yin, and welcome to the highlight presentation of the paper, Temporal Subsampling of Audio Feature Sequences for Automated Audio Captioning. This paper is submitted to the Workshop on Detection and Classification of Acoustic Scenes and Events 2020. So in our work, we try to solve the problem of length difference between the input and output sequence of the encoder-decoder neural networks on the audio captioning task. And the method employed is the temporal sequence subsampling in the encoder, as we can see in the purple blocks. In order to evaluate our method, we use the Clotho dataset, and we use the same metrics as the DCASE2020 Audio Captioning Challenge. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Khalid Kouteni. I will be talking about low complexity models for acoustic scene classification based on receptive field regularization and frequency damping. This work is done with my colleagues Florian Henkel, Hamid Iqbalzadeh, and Gerard Widmer from the Institute of Computational Perception in Johannes Kepler University Linz. This work is an extension to CBGQ submission to DCASE20 Task 1P, Acoustic Scene Classification in Low Complexity Settings. In the presentation, we will talk about receptive field regularization. We will talk about the architecture we use, which is called CP-ResNet. We will talk about a novel method to do receptive field regularization with filter damping called frequency damping. We will then compare 3 parameters reduction methods: width and depth restriction, parameter pruning, and decomposed convolution. In this plot, you can see an overview of the methods. The baseline in purple, the damped convolution. You can see that the decomposed convolution in blue, the pruned convolution in yellow, and in red you can see width restriction. We can see that pruned convolution allows us to reduce greatly the number of parameters with minimal loss of accuracy.
Hello, my name is Sławomir Kapka. I am from Samsung R&D Institute, Poland, and I will talk about ID conditioned autoencoder for unsupervised anomaly detection, which I prepared for DCASE2020 workshop. During my talk, I'll start by overviewing task 2 from this year's DCASE challenge, which concerns unsupervised anomaly detection for machine condition monitoring. Then I'll talk about the relation between unsupervised anomaly detection and open set recognition problem. This is because our solution is heavily based on the class conditioned autoencoder, which right now is the state of the art for the open set recognition problem. Then I'll describe our method, show its components, the training procedure, and the inference. I end up with presenting our model, some examples, and its performance using the ablation study.
Welcome to a short highlight presentation of our paper for the 2020's IEEE DCASE workshop. This work was jointly conducted by me and my colleagues Verena Hauenschmidt, Patrick Braha, and Gerhard Widmer. Our work is concerned with unsupervised machine condition monitoring, which is the task of detecting unknown machine failures from audio signals. If labeled normal and anomalous training data is available, the task of learning an anomaly detector boils down to unbalanced supervised training. However, the rare occurrence and diversity of outliers makes it hardly possible to create or collect a representative set of anomalies. This is commonly solved by disregarding outliers and creating a model of the normal operation mode by using only normal machine sounds and unsupervised machine learning methods. As an alternative to unsupervised approaches, we propose to do supervised training by substituting outliers with sounds which are neither normal nor abnormal machine sounds. We call carefully substituted task-unrelated sounds proxy outliers. By merely training a ResNet to distinguish between normal machine sounds and proxy outliers, we achieved the 3rd team rank in task 2 of the 2020 DCASE challenge. This is especially remarkable as we did not apply data augmentation, transfer learning, model assembly, or sophisticated post-processing. If you're interested in our work, we cordially invite you to watch our full presentation video. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone, this is the highlight video for the paper, CNN GRU-based reinforcement learning to audio captioning. In this paper, we work on DCASE2020 Task 6, Automated Audio Captioning. Most neural network-based audio captioning methods adopt the encoder-decoder approach, which is a standard scheme today. Therefore, we need an effective encoder to summarize audio information. In this work, we utilize a CNN encoder, which consists of 5 CNN layers followed by a bidirectional GRU. CNN works well in sound event detection, showing superior performance in sound event localization, so we expect it can extract useful embedding from audio input. Another defect in previous captioning work is a word-level training by cross-entropy loss. This deviates from the final evaluation objective, A lower cross-entropy loss does not necessarily lead to a higher score. To circumvent this problem, we fine-tune the cross-entropy trained model by reinforcement learning, which directly optimizes either score of the whole output sentence. Results, according to different evaluation metrics, show significant improvement compared with GRU encoder-decoder baseline.
The title of this work is A Speaker Recognition Approach to Anomaly Detection. The authors are Jose Lopez, Hong Lu, Paulo Lopez Meyer, Lama Nachman, Georg Stemmer, and Jonathan Huang. We use techniques found in the speaker recognition literature, such as X-vector embeddings and additive margin softmax, to detect anomalous machine sounds. With this approach, we obtain good results on 5 out of the 6 machine types.
Hello everyone, my name is Sergi Pérez Castaños, and I'm going to present the most relevant topics that we have been faced in our work. First of all, a full anomalous sound detection framework has been proposed based on an autoencoder architecture that is composed by an encoder and a decoder with a bottleneck between them. The main goal is to detect the failure of industrial machines. The main feature of this task is that only one class data is provided, in this case normal data. That is, when the machine is not broken. The audio representation of this work has been the one based on gamma-torque filter bank. Since the machine type of each audio clip is provided, it has been decided to analyze 2 different autoencoder architectures, unsupervised and semi-supervised, using these labels. Both architectures are implemented using convolutional layers that allow us to extract meaningful information from the audio representation. The semi-supervised architecture is obtained thanks to the connection of the bottleneck layer to a classification layer which proposes to detect the machine type of the audio clip.
Hello everyone, my name is Quentin from Beijing University of Post and Telecommunications. I'm here to present our approach for the task 6, automated audio captioning in DCASE challenge. The title of our paper is Audio Captioning based on Transformer and Pre-trained CNN. And our code is available at this GitHub repository. So this is the outline. We will first give an introduction of automated audio captioning task and show our proposed system. Then we will introduce our experiments and show the results. And finally, conclude our work.
Hello, my name is Joachim, and in this video recorded for DCASE Workshop 2020, I will present overview of our paper, Audio Type Representation Guided Dual Attention Network for Acoustic Scene Classification. The motivation of this study is that we can use the decision on the existence of sound event to improve an ASC system like the human perception mechanism. Through this motivation, our previous study proposed ASC that utilized the tag vector, which is the output of audio tagging system, and this study expanded. In this study, a dual attention technique was applied using the tag representation. The figure below shows our proposed framework. The proposed system is initialized using the pre-trained ASC feature extractor and tag representation extractor. At this time, tag representation extractor is fixed and used without learning. The dual attention technique was applied using the frequency time and channel dimension attention maps derived by the tag representation. Experiments were conducted using the DCASE2020 test coordinate dataset. For the evaluation dataset, the classification accuracy of single system was recorded at 69.3%. Thank you.
Hello, we are Jihuan Park and Suya Liu from Advanced Robot Laboratory of LG Electronics. We took part in Challenge 2 of DCASE2020 and also in the workshop session. This is a brief summary of our work, anomalous sound detection using relevant spectral features and focusing techniques in the unsupervised learning scenario. The baseline system of task 2 was to detect anomalous machine sounds when provided with only normal machine sound data, One of the main difficulties of task 2 is that some machines, for example valves, have non-stationary, impulsive, and sparse characteristics in terms of sound. Therefore, in order to improve the performance of ASD, we need a strategy that can cover non-stationary machine sounds. Our contributions of this work are as follows. We used features other than log Mel energies to more effectively distinguish between normal and anomalous machine sounds. Focusing techniques, namely focus back propagation and focus hypothesis tests, were applied in the training and test phases. Then we validated the suggested spectrogram features and focusing techniques on the baseline autoencoder model and interpolation DNN models, and achieved remarkable improvements in AUC scores with the provided dataset. Finally, we verified the focusing techniques are effective in improving the detection performance of anomalous machine sounds in the unsupervised learning scenario.
Hello everyone, my name is Harsh Purohit. I'm working in Research and Development Group, Hitachi, Japan. Today I will be presenting about deep autoencoding GMM-based unsupervised anomaly detection in acoustic signals and its hyperparameter optimization. This work is done in collaboration with Ryo Tanabe, Takashi Endo, Kaori Suzusa, Yuki Nikaido, and Yohei Kawaguchi. This is the overview. In this work, we apply deep autoencoder and Gaussian mixer model based unsupervised anomaly detection to audio signals. To achieve the high accuracy, we found that tuning of two hyperparameters like GMM component and size of reduced dimension in the deep autoencoder is very essential. So this paper gives the automated way to determine these two hyperparameters for end-to-end training procedure.
Hello, in this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of our work accepted for the DCASE2020 workshop entitled Domain Adversarial Training and Trainable Parallel Frontend for the DCASE2020 Task Force Sound Even Detection Challenge. In this work, we describe the techniques we have used in our system submitted to the DCASE2020 Task Force Sound Even Detection Challenge. These techniques are architecture agnostic, used for our experiment directly the challenge baseline, and moreover bring minimal computational overhead at inference time. More in detail, we present 4 different techniques which improve performance by changing training procedure, front-end processing, and prediction smoothing. Regarding training, we show that domain adversarial training significantly improves performance by enforcing the network to learn to extract features which are invariant between real-world examples and synthetic examples. We combined this with dynamic mixing and augmentation of synthetic examples, which greatly improves diversity in training data. We also propose parallel per-channel energy normalization layer as a front end. This layer is able to capture different spectrotemporal characteristics at the same time. Finally, we show that hidden Markov model smoothing greatly improves performance over the more simple medium filtering smoothing adopted in the baseline. With all these techniques combined, by using this baseline architecture, we are able to improve over the same baseline by more than 11 in macro FA1 score. Our code is publicly available. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is Filippo Naccari and I work as a research engineer at the System Research and Application Group of ST Microelectronics in Catania, Italy. In this short video highlight, I will describe the paper Embedded Acoustic Scene Classification for Low-Power Microcontroller Devices presented here at DCASE2020 workshop. In this paper, we show a complete development workflow of a deep learning-based acoustic scene classification low-cost system, able to identify 3 different acoustic scenes, indoor, outdoor, and vehicle, respectively. We describe the entire development workflow from data collection and annotation to data modeling through a convolutional neural net, and finally, the embedding process of the whole real-time application into an ultra-low power microcontroller device. The results, both in terms of model accuracy and low complexity, show that even endpoint low power battery operated devices can efficiently host such kind of data-driven sound applications. Moreover, the developed system can pave the way for more complex data-driven sound or multi-sensor context awareness application on edge AI endpoint devices.
Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and I come from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering of Nanyang Technological University. Today, I would like to present our submission to the DCASE2020 workshop entitled Ensemble of Pruned Low Complexity Models for Acoustic Scene Classification. As a short overview of our presentation, we will be discussing our submission to Task 1B of the DCASE2020 challenge, and our best performing model was an ensemble classifier with VGGNet and InceptionNet based subsystems, and we reduced the subsystem complexity by training them with a polynomial decay pruning schedule. We found that the choice of spectrogram dimensions and pruning schedule led to a significant improvement in macro averaged accuracy. On the other hand, the choice of data augmentation by modified random block mixing had a much more limited impact on the macro average accuracy. With this model, we obtained a mean macro average accuracy of 90.9% over 10 runs on the competition validation set, as well as a macro averaged accuracy of 89.8% with a log loss of 0.257 on the competition evaluation set.
Hi everyone, I'm a presenter, Noriyuki Tonami. This presentation is for DCASE2020 workshop. This is titled Evaluation Metric of Sound Event Detection Considering Severe Misdetections by Scenes. This work presents a new evaluation metric for sound event detection. The proposed metric considers the relationship between sound events and scenes. To be more specific, the proposed metric considers two types of misdetections based on severeness. First, mild misdetections, FP1. The definition is misdetected events that are present in target scenes. For example, misdetected event bird song in park. Second, severe misdetections, FP2. The definition is misdetected events that are absent from target scenes. For example, misdetected event bird song in airplane. The proposed metric is made hybrid F-score and IOU. As can be seen, severe misdetections, FP2, are highly penalized. Please come to our presentation.
Hey everyone, my name is Yannick Evers and I'm the first author of our paper Forward-Backward Convolutional Recurrent Neural Networks and Tech-Conditioned Convolutional Neural Networks for Weakly Labeled Semi-Supervised Sound Event Detection. In this paper we propose two models, the Forward-Backward CNN and the Tech-Conditioned CNN, and we applied to the task 4 of this year's DCASE challenge. The forward-backward CNN combines two models. One is performing forward tagging and the other is performing backward tagging. The proposed joint training encourages the models to directly output a prediction as soon as an event appears, as shown here on the left. This allows us to apply the model to very short segments of only a few hundred milliseconds afterwards. Therefore, at test time, we perform sound event detection by applying the model to short contexts around each frame, as shown here on the right. This gives us a frame-wise sound event detection. The output of this model is used to train another model, the tech-conditioned CNN, which further improves detection performance. Our system scored the third place in the team's ranking of the challenge. Further improvements allows us to now outperform the winner system by 2.2% on the validation set. I hope you are interested and to see you in the presentation.
Hi, I'm Romain Cerizel. Our article is about improving sound event detection using sound separation. The motivation comes from the fact that in real recording, you usually won't have one single target event alone, but you can have multiple target events occurring at the same time. Additionally, you can have non-target events that are usually considered as noise. So we are dealing with rather complex soundscape. The idea here is to use sound separation as a pre-processing to the sound event detection. The sound separation will separate overlapping target events from each other, and also will separate target event from non-target event or noises. If you want to know more about this work, please watch the full presentation.
Highlight video about paper joint training of guided learning and mean teacher for sound event detection in the DCASE2020 workshop. Our paper ID is 47, and the authors are Hao Yan, Binrui Gu, Minqi Yan, Hongxin Li, and Xinming Wang. This is Hao Yan, and he is Binrui Gu. Okay, so this is an overview of our system. So in this paper, we propose a training process based on two semi-supervised and weakly supervised learning techniques. Guided learning algorithm from 2019 DCASE and mean teacher semi-supervised learning techniques. So our training process consists of two stages. In the first stage, we pre-train the CM front end using guided learning. And after the front end is well trained, in step 2, we adopt the baseline model and mean teacher method for training. But we replace the CNN front end CM parts in the baseline with the well-trained CM front end from step 1. So by doing so, our CM model could have a large improvement compared to the official baseline. And for more details about training method, please watch our paper video. Thanks.
Hi everyone, I am Nicolas Farrugia, and in this short talk, I will present the work done by two of our students, Nicolas Pajusco and Richard Huang. So we were interested in low complexity auditory scene classification, which is task 1 subtask B. And you can see on this plot our solution in terms of parameters and accuracy. And as you can see, our solution was very efficient in terms of number of parameters because we are the second smallest solution for accuracies better than 90%. So we achieved this by training very simple one-dimensional CNN on raw audio waveforms, which means that we only have one-dimensional operators like 1D convolutions and 1D max pooling, etc. We heavily relied on data augmentation by applying rectangular windows to the data, which is referred to as temporal masking. We also did additive noise and filtering, and we also used cut mix. Finally, we used pruning by pruning entire kernels, entire filters, which is referred to as structured parameter pruning. And we did that in an iterative loop by combining with fine-tuning in order to see whether we can reduce the number of parameters without degrading the performance. And finally, we quantized all the parameters to floating point half precision in 16 bits. So if you want to hear more about this work, about the different studies we've done to validate this, you can come to our virtual presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Sergi Pérez Castaños, and I'm going to present the most relevant topics that we have been faced in our work. First of all, we have proposed a full automatic captioning system framework. It must be mentioned that this problem is very new in the machine listening field. The framework implements an encoder-decoder architecture that is fed with a 2D audio representation that uses the gamma-tone filter bank. The encoder, which is the one in charge of code the audio representation, has been implemented using residual convolutional neural networks. The decoder, whose task is to create the caption using the encoder's output, has been implemented using an LSTM layer. The residual networks that compose the encoder have been the well-known state-of-the-art models such as ResNet 101 or ResNet 152. Two mechanisms have been deployed in order to obtain more accurate captions. There are the attention mechanism, which forces a smart weight of the encoder's output, and the beam search algorithm, which allows us to create more sophisticated captions. The results obtained with this framework are very competitive, since it ranked 5th of a total of 11 teams without using any data augmentation techniques. Hope these highlights motivate you to watch the complete video where we explain these topics more detail.
Hello. In this presentation for DCASE2020, I will show work we've been doing at Siemens on microphone array optimization for autonomous vehicles using the Redon transform. In current autonomous vehicle implementations, multiple sensors of different modalities such as cameras, radars, and LiDARs are installed on the vehicle. Each sensor has a different field and range of view. and is designed for specific applications. These sensors provide a lot of environmental information, but they are limited to objects in the line of sight. When driving, human beings also use the acoustic wave field as an input. We listen to the road. This is particularly useful in situations where specific road objects are not in the line of sight. At Siemens, we have been working on classifying and localizing various road objects based on their acoustic signatures. This paper focuses on determining direction of arrival of road audio objects using microphone arrays. We had built an 11 microphone array for our experiments. An array this large, however, is impractical for integration into an autonomous vehicle. To make audio localization feasible for vehicle manufacturers, we need to provide a solution that is both low cost and can be mounted in specific regions based on automotive design limitations. Our methodology was to split the large array into identical small subarrays, distributed at various locations on the vehicle. We developed a stochastic microphone array optimization that analyzes the combination of each subarray's response and of the array as a whole. The subarrays can move around only in prescribed areas on the vehicle, and they may rotate and translate independently, but they must all retain the same shape. We define a desired array response here on the bottom right panel. Using the Redon transform, we measure the angular resolution of thousands of array realizations and select the optimal one based on the difference with the desired response. Observe the progression in microphone subarray positions and shapes, along with the response on the top right and the loss function on the bottom left. The main advantage of our method is that the arrays remain small and, more importantly, identical, which is a particularly useful feature if we consider mass production. Thanks for your attention. You can email me, Ohad Barak, if you want to hear more.
Hi, my name is Alyssa, and in our work we present a method for model selection for deep audio source separation via clustering analysis. This is work with Prem Sitharaman and Professor Brian Pardo at Northwestern University. The motivating question of our work is, given an audio mixture whose source domain is unknown, can we automatically select the best model for the mixture? To do this, we develop a confidence measure for systems that perform clustering-based separation and use it to automatically select the model output with the highest predicted separation quality. In this way, we can think of the confidence measure as mediating among several source separation models in order to select the best model for the given mixture. I encourage you to watch our talk. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Said Safavi and I'm a research fellow at University of Surrey. This video contains a short highlight about our accepted paper, the DCASE workshop, with the title of Open Window, which is a sound event dataset for window state detection and recognition. Completion of this work was not possible without technical support of my colleague Torab Epol and academic supervision of Professor Mark Humley, Professor Wenwu Wang, and Dr. Philip Coleman. In this work, we have collected a new database which contains audio recordings from indoor environments when the window is open, when it's closed, transition from open to closed, and transition from closed to open. Then we have explored the new window state classification task using the open window dataset. Towards this end, we have designed our machine baseline system, and we also perform a human listening test. Our machine baseline platform uses simple CNN architecture, which gets log mil spectrogram as an input, and the output is the predicted class. For the human perceptual test, we have asked 8 listeners, which are mainly research fellows from Center for Vision, Signal, and Speech Processing, to participate and predict the corresponding class for each audio file. For more details, please watch our full presentation. I hope you will enjoy this year's DCASE virtual workshop, and thank you very much for listening.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this talk. My name is Andres Perez Lopez, and this is our work, PapaFill, a low complexity sound event localization and detection method with parametric particle filter and gradient boosting. PapaFill is based on 4 main building blocks: estimation of the single source spectrogram regions by parametric analysis, computation of event trajectories and activations with a particle tracker, spatiotemporal filtering of the input signal, and single-class monophonic event classification by gradient boosting machine. Results show that the proposed method outperforms the baseline method, a state-of-the-art CNN, in 3 out of the 4 evaluation metrics considered. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuki Okamoto. I will introduce RWCP SSD onomatopoeia. RWCP SSD onomatopoeia is a large-scale dataset for environmental sound synthesis. I will introduce about the overview of RWCP SSD onomatopoeia. RWCP SSD onomatopoeia is a dataset of onomatopoeic words matched with environmental sound. Our dataset has many uses. For example, environmental sound synthesis using onomatopoeic words and sound retrieval. Our dataset consists of 3 types of contents. Each content was collected using crowdsourcing platform. First, this dataset consists of 155,568 onomatopoeic words. Second, the types of variation scores for onomatopoeic words. These scores enable us to evaluate appropriateness of onomatopoeic words. Finally, anonymized IDs of crowd workers. Our dataset is freely available on GitHub. Please check our dataset on log version on-demand video.
Hello, my name is Karim Helwani, speaking to you from the currently, unfortunately, smoky California. I will be presenting the paper titled Self-Supervised Classification for Detecting Anomalous Sounds. This research has been conducted at Amazon Web Services by Ritu Giri, Srikan Kaneti, Panshu Cheng, myself, Karim Helwani, Omot Ishik, and Arvind Krishnaswamy. In this presentation, we will see how the concept of self-supervision can be exploited to implement a powerful and supervised anomaly detection system. We will discuss approaches for data augmentation tailored for the task of detecting anomalous sounds. And finally, we will show the performance of our approach on the DCASE challenge task 2 dataset.
Welcome everybody, I'm Francesca Ronchini and I'm gonna give an highlight of the paper Sound Event Localization and Detection based on convolutional recurrent neural network using rectangular filters and channel rotation data augmentation, which has been written together with Daniela Arteaga and Andres Perez Lopez. The method proposed on the paper is an enhancement of the CellNet system, which has been considered as baseline for this particular work. You can find the reference of the paper describing the CellNet system at the bottom of this page. Our paper mainly described the main contribution and improvement to the network, with particular attention to rectangular filter shape, and in particular frequency-wide filters, the addition of 2 convolutional blocks to the network, and the data augmentation techniques which has been used to reach the results described
チェックチェック。ワン、ツー、マイクチェック。聞こえますでしょうか。
はい、聞こえます。
ありがとうございます。すいません、また落とされてしまいました。なんかさっきから、こっちのホストマシンの調子があんまり良くないのか。
あ、そうなんですね。
落とされて
なんか、今って、あれそうか。
今は、はい、落としてもらってます、安田さんに。で、今、九段の問題は、安田さんがビデオを持ってないことらしいのですが、
そうです。すみません、ドロップボックスの共有を送ってもらえさえすれば多分大丈夫だと思うんですが。
そもそもビデオっていうのは、これか。これの、あれを送ればいいのか。ちょっと待ってね。共有、ドロップボックスで共有とかいいのかな。ドロップボックスで共有で、ちょっとわからない。リンクを作成ではいかんですかね。誰でも見れるやつ。
誰でも見れるリンクだったら多分大丈夫だと思います。
はい。じゃあ、それを、はい。まあ、こんなの別に誰でも見れていいよね。はい。秘密にするようなこっちゃないよね。送りました。これでいかがでしょう。なんで私ができるんだろう、それ。いいのか。そっか。ここにいる人たちはその権限を持ってんのか。うん。ポリシー謎。了解です。
ありがとうございます。
はい、はい。じゃあちょっとそれでお願いします。じゃあみんな上がっときます。妹先生。パネリスト。西間さん。小松さん、パネリスト。塩田先生、パネリスト。確かにこれいいな。
小松さん、塩田先生、このエクストリームリースーパークール T シャツの写真は、アワードの時に説明した方がいいのではっていう。
そう思って小松くんにデータないのって聞いてあげてもらったものです。今出ます。
ありがとうございます。
バーチャル背景ってやった方がいいですか？
プレゼンター、そうですね、ローカルなメンバーなのでできればお願いします。
はい。
はい。
結局 T シャツ着る時間がない。
ありがとうございます。話せなくて困ってた。ちょっとライト取ってきます。変わらない？ライト持ってきました。
うん。
眩しい。
眩しそうです。
眩しい。
こちらから見ても眩しそう。
縦バーにしようか。めっちゃ眩しい。
どっちかって言ったら安田さんの方が眩しそうに見える。
うん、安田君すごい明るい感じだね。
今見たらやばいやばい。見えちゃう。
少し明るくした感じになったでしょうか。
うん。
眩しい。
グッと。
眩しい。 Hello, everyone. So it's time to start the last day of our DCASE workshop. And sorry, my behind some chime is ringing, so I'll wait a bit. But okay, so this is the third day event. Okay, so actually this is a welcome message, and today we will have our challenge and paper hours. So this will start in 10 minutes, and then our DCASE 2021 announcement, and then we'll have a town hall discussion. So please contribute your topics to Slido with our hashtag DCASE2020. And also during our town hall discussion, we'll take a group photo using the webinar. I mean, so actually screen capture with the video images of all participants. Let's try it. If I'm not sure if it works well, but at least we'll give it a try. So please be in a town hall discussion, and let's take our photo. And then closing remarks. So these are the event for today. Of course, some of you already recognize the last line, and it's up to you, but we will keep this Zoom session alive. And so if you could bring some beer or some drink, I mean, if you're in your office, and then perhaps soft drink might be sufficient. But anyway, I will bring beer. And so this is today's schedule. And here are some announcements. So our two authors, please visit your detailed section, and please check your Rocket Chat box to check if there is any open questions, and if there is, and please answer it. So please double check. And also audiences, if you ask any question at the chat box, then you can visit there, and if there is no answer yet given yet, perhaps you can, I don't know, chat it with our authors, or perhaps others might recognize it and tell the author to give the answer. And another one is exactly the same as what I said. So our town hall discussion, I mean, please provide the topics to Slido for the town hall discussion. So these are the topics. And so first one is online meeting organization and COVID-19 and lesson learned from DCASE 2020 and what to do for the future. And topics 2 is next step, future direction of sound event detection and scene classification. And topic 3, Q&A asking task organizers and contributors of DCASE 2020 challenge. And last one is anything else. And so we will use a Slido to capture voices from the floor. So please visit the Slido. Actually, you can directly go this one, or you can push the link on the website so you can reach there. And also how to use a Rocket Chat on your Mac. I already described, but perhaps once you miss the link, perhaps you can type this https://rocketchat.dcase2020ws.com. So if you enter that, type it and do press Cognito button, and then you can log in with the username and password of DCASE2020 website. Okay, so this is a welcome message. So if there are any question, perhaps I can open it. So please raise your hands or type any question on the Q&A box. If there's not, so I will stop this presentation, and then in 4 minutes, we're gonna start the challenge and paper hours. So is Anna Maria or Romaine?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Anna Maria.
good. Okay, so I'm gonna pass this to you, and so stop sharing. Thank you.
So I suppose we're going to wait for another 2-3 minutes to start at the set time.
Right.
So meanwhile, since there is a lot of people already in the session, I will just mention that practically we will be announcing the awards, and hopefully one of the authors is present in the session. So the author who is receiving the award should raise his hand, so in the Zoom, to indicate that he's there. So when the award is announced, please raise your hand, and then the workshop organizers will try to take a snapshot of the awardee, like receiving the grant. Maybe in the first 1 or 2 it will not work very well, but we'll figure it out. By the end of it, we will have some better pictures of the the last ones. I don't know, like you are the one who you decided how to do this, so I hope you have some idea.
Hi, Anna Maria. Actually, I'm recording. I'm now recording. So after this session, after this session, I will cut the display and to share the photo to the authors.
Okay, excellent, good.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes, so then it means the main thing we want to do is to show the face of the author. So please, like, be ready to put your camera on and show yourself. Oh, and we have the diplomas. Yes, good. Okay, so maybe we can start already. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this slightly unusual ceremony of awards. We will start with the challenge awards. So even though they were not announced in advance. And then by the time we decided to have them, it was more interesting to just have them as a surprise for everyone. So we selected also this year the same type of awards like previously. So one is the Reproducible System Award, and then the other is the Judges Award. So I will be announcing all the awards. I will start with the Reproducible System Award. So this is offered for the highest scoring method that is open source and fully reproducible. So in some tasks, there was the requirement for submission to have the open source, but for most of it, it was actually voluntary. And so this is something that we continue to encourage, and we are happy that we got people who did publish also their code. So this is great. So we start with the task 1, and here okay, please, I'm apologizing already for the way I'm pronouncing the names. There are just so many and so unusual for me. And in task 1, we have 16 authors for the first prize. Okay, so I'm going to try to read them all. So the work is called Device Robust Acoustic Scene Classification based on two-stage categorization and data augmentation. So this is the Reproducible System Award for task 1. And authors are Hu Hu, Chao Han Hang, Xianjun Xia, Kue Bai, Xin Tang, Yajian Wang, Shutong Niu, Li Chai, Yuan Li, Hongning Zhu, Feng Bao, Yuanjun Zhao, Sabato Marco Siniscalci, Yanan Wang, Yun Du, and Qinhui Li. They come from School of Electrical and Computer Engineering from Georgia Institute of Technology, from Tencent Media Lab, University of Science and Technology of China, and from the Computer Engineering School, University of Ennacore, Italy. So one of the authors, please indicate.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yohei, please show the certification. I think you have the certification.
Yohei is the, yes. You will receive that in post at some point.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I took the photo. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Great. Moving on for task 2, the Reproducible System Award goes to Paul Primus from Institute of Computational Perception from Johannes Kepler University of Austria for the work Reframing Unsupervised Machine Condition Monitoring as a Supervised Classification Task with Outlier Exposed Classifiers. Paul?
Hi.
Hey, good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Hi, thanks.
You seem to be a veteran with these prizes.
Yeah.
Okay, I took the photo. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's nice to see people coming back all the time. Too bad we are not like really meeting together, but that's good.
I'm sorry, the mistake. Paul? Sorry.
Yes.
Did you show the wrong diploma?
I'm sorry. No, wrong. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Please forget.
Go again.
This one.
Yes, okay, completed.
Okay. Okay. So now I will announce first so that you know what to take. A Reproducible System Award for task 3. This goes to Yin Kao, Turab Iqbal, Chikyang Kong, Yue Zong, Wenwu Wang, and Mark Plumbley. They are from Center of Vision, Speech and Signal Processing from University of Surrey, UK, and from ByteDance. And their work is Event-Independent Network for Polyphonic Sound Event Localization and Detection. Anyone? Yes,
Hi,
there he is.
thank you so much.
Hello.
And Mark is raising
Yes.
the. Hi, Mark.
Please open your video, Mark. Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just came in to join Yin, but I will leave to Yin Tao to collect the award.
Well, you can both smile.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks, Anna Maria, and thanks, Mark.
Okay, complete. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very interesting ceremony.
It's a bit of a different ceremony, but hey, we are getting better at this.
Can you show the picture later? I mean, soon. Later,
okay.
right after. Yeah. I mean,
okay,
if it's completed, and then.
Okay, but okay. Please wait a moment. I missed the current photo. Maybe to trash box, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Okay. From next presentation, I will show you the photo.
Okay. All right. So then now we're moving on. Task 4. So task 4, Reproducible System Award. This goes to Janek Ebbers and Reinhold Haib. Sorry about my pronunciation again. They come from Umbach. No, it's sorry, Reinhold Haib Umbach. This was the name, yes. From Paderborn University, Germany. Yes. Their work is convolutional recurrent neural networks for weakly labeled semi-supervised sound event detection in domestic environments.
Janek. Okay.
Yes, so thank you. It's a great honor. Special thanks to the organizers.
Okay, I took it and I will show you.
Congratulations.
Thanks again. Thank you.
And how to share the screen. This one?
Yes, great. Looks great.
Very good.
Congratulations.
This replaces the part about the authors walking on the stage, you know, to receive the diplomas. Anyway, we would be posing for a picture. So very good. Okay. So for task 5, Reproducible System Award, this goes to Augustin Arnaud and Nicolas Riche from IMT Lille, France, and from Multitel Mons, Belgium. And their work is CRNNs for urban sound tagging with spatiotemporal context.
Nicolas, please open your video.
Okay.
Good.
Hello, congratulations. Everybody will have these lovely pictures with the big headset on.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. And maybe this one. Wait a moment, please. Yeah, this is a photo. Okay. Okay. Yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, and now finally for task 6, the Reproducible System Award. This goes to a team from Beijing University of Post and Telecommunications and Nanjing University of Post and Telecommunications from China. Authors are Yusong Wu, Kun Chen, Ziwei Wang, Chuan Zhang, Fu Dongmian, Shengchen Li, and Shi Shao. Their work is called Audio Captioning Based on Transformer and Pre-Training for 2020 DCASE Audio Captioning Challenge. There's the whole team. Nice. They organized well.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe we should. There's other authors to attend this.
If there's anyone else, they can raise the hand. If there's anyone else in the meeting.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay, I took photo. and I will show it. This one?
Yeah, great. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. And
Okay. So now we're moving on to the other category. So the next things we have, there will be the Judges Award for all the 6 tasks. So I'm just reminding you, the Judges Award, this was given for the method which is considered by the judges to be the most interesting or innovative. So criteria considered for this award, they included aspects like originality, complexity, student participation, open source, the quality of presentation and details in the technical report and so on. So for the task 1, the Judges Award goes to a team from Johannes Kepler University from Austria. So it's Khaled Kutini, Florian Henkel, Hamid Ekbalzadeh, and Gerhard Widmer for their CP-JKU submission to DCASE20. So low complexity cross-device acoustic scene classification with RF regularized CNNs.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Thanks a lot.
I will take photo 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I will show it. Yes, this one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Then for task 2, the Judges Award goes to Tomoki Hayashi, Takenori Yoshimura, and Yusuke Adachi from Human Dataware Lab from Japan. Their work is called Conformer-Based ID-Aware Autoencoder for Unsupervised Anomalous Sound Detection.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Hello. Congrats.
Thank you for giving me such a great award.
Okay, I will take photo 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I will show it. Wait a moment, please. Sorry. Yes, this one.
Thank you so much.
Good. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay, so now task 3. So task 3 Judges Award goes to Andres Perez Lopez and Rafael Ibanez Usac from University of Pompeu Fabra from Barcelona, and okay, also affiliation Eurecat, and then from Stratio. So their work is called PapaFil. It was presented yesterday. A low complexity sound event localization and detection method with parametric particle filtering and gradient boosting.
Hello.
Hey, Andres. Oh, you have a very nice friend there.
Yeah, hello, Ana Maria. Thank you very much for the award. I'm very happy.
Okay, I will take 3, 2, 1. Okay, very cute cat.
Thank you.
It's one of the not acknowledged authors of this work.
And your photo is here.
It is very nice.
Very nice. Okay. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Task 4 Judges Award goes to Samuele Cornell, Giovanni Pepe, Emanuele Principi, Manuel Pariente, Michele Olvera, Leonardo Gabrielli, and Stefano Squartini. Authors are affiliated with Università Politecnica delle Marche from Italy and with INRIA from France. Their work is the UniVPM INRIA system for the DCASE 2020 Task 4.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's really an honor. I didn't expect this, actually. I've been surprised. Cheese.
3, 2, 1. Okay, completed. So, and your photo is. This one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Great. Okay, now task 5, Judges Award. This goes to Turab, Iqbal, Yinkao, Mark Plumley, and Wenwu Wang from Center for Vision, Speech, and Signal Processing for University of Surrey. So this is the second prize that goes to this team. This is excellent. So the work is called Incorporating Auxiliary Data for Urban Sound Tagging. Hi.
Hello.
Congratulations. So, okay, please show the application. Okay.
Just to make sure that it's the correct one.
Yes, maybe correct one. So I will take 3, 2, 1. Okay, completed. So. Yes, this one. No, you close your eyes.
Okay.
We try again.
Try again. Yes, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes.
Thanks, Yuma.
Okay. No. Maybe Fufu. I'm sorry.
The chat window just popped. Yes, I saw it too.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, one more.
One more, I'm sorry. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yes, good. Maybe it's good. Your third photo is, yes, this one. Yes, it may be good.
Yes.
Yes, congratulations.
Okay, and then we have the last one. It's for task 6. So this goes to Yuma Koizumi, Daiki Takeuchi, Yasunori Oishi, Noboru Harada, and Kunio Kashino from NTT Corporation Japan. So their work is the NTT DCASE 2020 Challenge Task 6 system, automated audio captioning with keywords and sentence length estimation.
Hi, Yuma. Can I take a photo?
Please take photo because I'm awardee.
Okay, but so I think the Zoom have maximum 6 windows. So if how many people?
Actually,
原田さん、
3. Oishi-san.
原田さん、Yuma. Okay.
It's okay.
But so I cannot see Oishi-san.
Oishi-san, please open your video.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I will take a photo. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I will share the screen. Oops, just a minute.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we had the request in the chat that can you also show the photo of the Task 1 award? Did we still show it only after those to make sure that all of them are good?
Okay, so this is maybe task 1.
Yes.
So is it okay, Fufu?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Okay, so this was with the challenge awards, and again, congratulations to everyone. It was really nice, and well, at least I enjoyed reading the technical reports which were suggested for the. So we made like a short list of the most interesting systems, and then we had to review them, and it was very interesting work. So congratulations again. And so the next thing that comes now is the DCASE workshop awards.
Thanks, Anna Maria. And the next, Sayaka.
Yeah, thank you to Mariana. Hello everyone, I'm Sayaka Shiota, an award chair of this workshop. And thank you to everyone who participated in our virtual conference. I hope you all learned a lot from our time together. So let me share the slide. Okay. So DCASE20 2020 workshop will offer 2 awards, the Best Student Paper Award and the Best Paper Award. And we will send the awardees the prize of 100,000 Japanese yen, an extremely super cool t-shirt, and award certificate. So I'd like to present the Best Student Award. This award goes to the student who completed this work. So without further ado, the Best Student Award goes to Alisa Liu and Prem Sheharan, sorry, bad pronunciation, and Brian Pardo from Northdown University in the US. The title is Model Selection for Deep Audio Source Separation via Clustering Analysis. So after the announcement of Best Paper Award, we will take a photo, so please wait a minute. And congratulations. So now I'll turn you over to Sharas for the Best Paper Award. Sharas, are you?
Yeah, I'm here. So wait, are we not waiting for the photo with the winners?
First, we take.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, Alisa. So
who is gonna take a picture? Yuma as well.
Yes, I will take it. Okay. Yeah. Congratulations.
Hi, thank you. I'm really honored.
Congratulations.
I will take. Oh, please wait a moment. My chat is popping. So okay. So I will take photo. 3, 2, 1. Yes, completed. So I will show it. Okay, very good photo, I think. So this one.
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Alisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Sharas, please.
Yeah. Thanks, Erika. So the best paper award goes to the paper from Amazon, which is from Ritvik Giri, Fanzao Cheng, Karim Halwani, Shrikant Tenati, Umut Isik, Arvind Krishnaswamy for their work on group masked autoencoder based density estimator for audio anomaly detection. Anyone from this group here?
Yeah, this is Ritvik. Hello.
Hey, Ritvik.
Hello.
Congrats, Ritvik.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Okay, I will take photo. Ritvik, maybe your head, top of head is cut, so please, great. Okay, 3, 2, 1, yes. Okay, completed, so I will show it.
Yeah, so I mean, at least it was quite an easy job for me and Saika to choose the best paper award. Thanks to all the reviewers who did a great job in detailing out all the positives and negatives of the paper. So it wasn't really it wasn't really a difficult task for us. It was quite straightforward. Thanks a lot for the reviewers and the participants.
So yeah, I think nice photo. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I will share it later.
Cool. Thanks, organizers.
Okay, so award ceremony is all our awards is done. So
yeah, congratulations all for all awardees. So the next up is announcement for DCASE 2021, right? Go ahead.
Yes. And yeah.
There.
Hi.
Hello.
Frederick.
Hello.
Can you talk? Yes. So we're gonna play back the video. So Yasuda-san.
I'll play.
Well, I was going to present myself first.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. So Yasuda-san, could you stop it? And so, yeah.
Thanks. No, I just wanted to say hello, everyone. So my name is Frederic Fon. I'm a researcher at the Music Technology Group from Universitat Pompeu Fabra in Barcelona. And we will be organizing DCASE Workshop 2021. So I think now you can play the video with the recorded presentation, and then I can answer some questions, if any. Thank you.
Thank you, Frederick. Okay, so please play back video. Yasuda-san.
Hi, welcome to the DCASE 2021 announcement session. As my future self has just said, we, the Music Technology Group of Universitat Pompeu Fabra, will be organizing the DCASE Workshop 2021. We are very happy to host what will be the 6th edition of the workshop, and in this presentation, me and some other members of the organization committee will let you know why we decided to propose ourselves to host DCASE. But who are we? Even though some researchers from the Music Technology Group have participated in past editions of DCASE, and we were task organizers for DCASE Challenge 2018 and 2019, we are probably better known in other communities, such as the music information retrieval community. So for those of you who don't know us, let's do a little bit of shameless self-promotion and watch this video.
We are the Music Technology Group, a team of techies passionate about sound and music. We do research and we train students that will shape the future of music. It all started in 1994, so we're not that new, but we are working on new stuff every day. We explore and go beyond the limits of current technologies, which is possible thanks to our collective know-how that combines scientific and humanistic disciplines. We've invented and developed new solutions for so many practical applications that we couldn't even fit them on the screen. The list just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We've developed a large number of technologies and collected huge amounts of music-related data that allows us to study all kinds of music. Awesome, right? With our worldwide recognition, we partner with the best research centers and companies. But most importantly, our efforts and ideas are put at the service of relevant social challenges. We believe that our work will change the world. And, by the way, we're in Barcelona. Pretty cool, right? Be a part of it. Music Technology Group.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Fonseca. I'm a senior PhD at the MTG, doing my thesis on DCASE-related topics. And I'm also part of the organization committee for DCASE2021. As many of you will know, we've been running the Freesound website for more than 15 years now. And as part of my PhD, we took a big effort to make several datasets based on Freesound and the audio set ontology. Datasets that we hope will be very useful for the community, opening up new research lines and also consolidating others.
Hi, I am Pablo Cinemanas, also a PhD student at the MTG and organizer of the next DCASE workshop. One of the research lines we are starting at the MTG has to do with the application of machine listening to the analysis and monitoring of the urban soundscape of Barcelona. Inspired by the Sonic project from NYU, we've already run a couple of small pilots. Now, we are exploring possibilities for running a bigger project. Hosting the DCASE workshop here at the UPF will be also a way for us to promote such initiatives and raise interest in the local community.
Hi, I'm Sonia Spi, member of the NTG and part of the organization team for DCASE Workshop 2021. Next edition of DCASE will take place in Barcelona. However, given the uncertain situation around COVID-19, it will be probably presented both in a virtual and in-person setting. Of course, if the circumstances allow and you are able to come, you will be able to enjoy our wonderful city. DCASE will take place November 15 and 16, so you can already save the dates in your agenda.
Hello, I am Javi Serra, the head of the Music Technology Group, and we are looking forward to welcome you all to the DCASE Workshop 2021. And I can assure you that we will work hard to make the best possible workshop for all of you. And if you have any suggestion or comment, feel free to make it now, or you can contact any of us afterwards. So I hope to see you soon in person, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, so it's Q&A session.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and if there are any questions, I can answer them now.
So if there is any question, please write question on the Q&A box, or you can raise your hand so you can directly speak up. So for meantime, this is Noboru speaking. Can I ask one question for?
Sure.
Yeah. So actually, when I gonna fix the real conference or virtual? So do you have any plan to by when you're gonna decide, or if it's gonna be a virtual or real?
Oh, yeah. So as we said in the video, of course we don't know how the situation is going to be in a year from now, but we will most probably do an hybrid solution. So hopefully some people will be able to attend, but many people will probably be doing it remotely. So we will like prepare for a scenario that could combine both virtual and on-site at the same time.
Great, thank you. Is there any question there?
Hi. I'm Yohei Kawaguchi, and I have one question. Okay.
Yeah.
When is the deadline and the important date?
Okay, so we don't have the specific exact dates yet. We have some schedule. So yeah, I guess we will share it at some point when we do the official announcement. But it will be similar to this year's.
Thanks.
And there are two questions in the question and answer section, which actually are more related to the challenge than the workshop. So I don't know if maybe Ana Maria or Romen are here and they want to answer, but the questions are when will the tasks will be announced, and whether or not the tasks will be the same. So
well, we have the discussion hall. It will just start in 5 minutes, so the kind of questions can come there. But I can already answer because we had the deadline for the task proposals, and now the steering group is deciding on them, and they will be announced by the end of the year. The task. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be exactly the same, but usually it was so that there was some combination of old and new. So we will have to see.
Thank you.
So if there is any other question, otherwise perhaps we can move to the town hall discussion so that we can continue this discussion. I mean, whole kind of discussion, including this one. Okay, so thank you, Frederick, for the announcement. So let's move into the town hall. And if there are any questions, please type the question into the slide view. Okay, so let me share my screen. Desktop 2. Okay. Okay, so this is our slide, and it's about time to start a town hall discussion. And so actually, these are the panelists I asked. So we have Frederick from the DCASE 2021 organizing committee, and also the Ana Maria and Romain, so DCASE challenge coordinators, and also the Yuma from technical program committee of the committee chair of the DCASE 2020, and I'm doing a host here, in chair here, and I'm Noboru Harada, and acting as a general co-chair of DCASE 2020. So please visit the Slido and type a hash code DCASE2020 to contribute your comment, questions, or discussion topic. And so our categories of the topics are T1, so online meeting organization, and COVID-19, lesson learned from DCASE 2020, and what to do for the future. And second topic gonna be next step, future direction of sound event detection and scene classifications. And third topic is related to the challenge. And so Q&A asking the task organizers and contributors of DCASE 2020 challenge. And last one is anything else. So if you want to add any comments and questions or discussion topics, please type those onto the slide. So for opening up, I would like to let these panels say hello to everybody. So let's start with Frederick. Can you speak?
Yes.
Saying hello. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I already introduced myself, but hello everyone. So I'm in this town hall discussion because I'm gonna be the general chair for the DCASE Workshop 2021 in Barcelona, the Music Technology Group. So, well, specifically to discuss about the first point about things learned from this edition and how to improve for next year. Yeah, I'll be in the discussion. So thanks for the invitation.
Okay, thank you. And Anna Maria, please.
Yeah. So hey everyone again. Yeah, I will probably be answering mostly questions related to the challenge organization and such things.
Okay, so Romain, are you here? Yeah, so raising hand. So perhaps he's gonna joining. Can you take your microphone?
I think he was not
on?
in the panelist list.
Yeah, and he raised his hand and someone operate.
I add the panelist role to him, but
not yet.
No. Why he's missing now? What?
Romain, could you raise your hands again so that operator can find you?
I think he's not in either of the panelists or adding this list. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe he disconnected or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yep.
No, he just raised his hand now.
Yeah.
Why? I add the panelist role to him, but after that he's missing.
So meanwhile, perhaps we can introduce Yuma first, and then.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Yuma Koizumi at NTT Corporation. I'm a technical co-chair of this DCASE workshop, so I would answer the reviewing process and stats of this DCASE workshop. Thank you.
Okay, so again, Romain, are you there?
And Costa says no audio. What do you mean no audio? I don't know.
Yeah, we're talking to each other.
Yes.
Chat.
Yohei or Keisuke, please add panelist role to Romain, because when I add the role to him, he's missing.
But no.
Okay, we got
Romain.
So Romain, please open your video and microphone.
Okay, so while waiting, okay, great. Finally.
Finally.
Yes. So please speak out.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, great. So I'm Romain Cerisel. associate professor at the University of Lorraine, and I've been coordinating the challenge with Anna Maria for the past 2 editions. And I'm happy to be part of the panelists for this town hall discussion.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we can move on. So again, there is a slide, so please type your comments on there. And so there are 4 topics I already introduced, and this is a first topic. And so before diving into those discussion, perhaps I would like to introduce or summarize what's going on this meeting. So actually, it was very unfortunate that because of the COVID-19, originally we planned to have it in Tokyo. Physical meeting has been planned, but actually we have to change it to the full virtual conference. And so this should be our first time DCASE in Asia, but now it turned into the first time virtual meeting. So that's exactly, truly mess. But actually, we've learned a lot from ICASP and interspeech. But while we are planning our policy or what to do, interspeech is not open. So mostly we learned from the ICASP and also the other internal meeting. Other meetings in Japan. And of course, we know the interspeech now. But anyway, we are preparing because it's 1 week. So difference is just 1 week. So we have already prepared almost all things, but we adjusted slightly. And so here is the Tokyo, and this is a famous virtual Tokyo. And so first of all, I would like to know the statistics. So I would like open the poll here. So please, everybody, answer. Okay, so go. So on your screen, perhaps you should already have the questions to be answered, and then the questions are these. So please push your button, picking one of 5 potential answers. And now we have around, I don't know, 80. So okay, still 85%, but we're gonna share the results so you can know. So as actually hold on, where it was. This one? No, this one. No. I didn't put the chart here, but originally that was the our based on the registration. It was said that Asia Pacific has 50% of the attendees, and from Europe there are 32, and US East 9, and US West Coast 3. That was our observation, and today we have reverse side. Sorry. Today we have 42 from Asia Pacific, and 51% from Europe, and 4% for US West Coast, and 4% US East Coast, and no other. So anyway, so this is the statistics we got now. And so actually, based on the observation of the registration, we made fundamental strategies for DCASE 2020, like we want to use a virtual platform, and so it should has an auto time zone conversion and indicate now playing kind of function so that users can easily detect what's going on now, and also embedded chat and paper, PDF, link to video presentation, or those kind of things. And also we have the policy that to adopt stable cloud services like a Zoom webinar and YouTube and Rocket Chat and so on. And we also would like to consider the quality of life for all time zones. Attendees from all time zones. So that's why we decide to make the oral presentation twice. Of course, it's quite helpful from the authors helped a lot. So and with follow-up discussion on chat, and also we decide to have the posters offline with chat. And we want to avoid operation during the midnight in Japanese time, because our staff, all of our staff is from, most of all our staff is from Japan, living inside Japan. So we want to save operating costs and all their quality of life. And also I thank for all the actually companies who give us some contribution. We can make it, finally made it the free registration. And so this one. And actually, previous week we had an interspeech, and our schedule announcement of the interspeech is made open, and some, of course, attendees from Europe and also Japan. We find it's very easy to be attended. But on the other hand, if you have the by the way, how to read this chart? This is the circle representing the time zone, and if you are living in Japan, JST is applied, and this is a time span of the interspeech 2020, and so it starts 10 in the morning in London time, but it means 18 o'clock in Japan, and it's gonna continue 7 hours, and midnight in Japan, and 16 o'clock in London. But on the other hand, those two, US East Coast and West Coast, are, especially in the US West Coast, it's a disaster. Starting from 2 o'clock in the midnight and ends 8 in the morning. So in summary, it's quite compact and simple and very, very, very easy to be understood. But on the other hand, and also good for Asian people and European people. But on the other hand, it's quite convenient for US guys. So what we've done here in DCASE 2020, actually, we decided to have the little spanned schedule. So blue one in Japan, and green one is in the ZMT, which means in Europe. Of course, Europe is also complicated because London is the earliest guys, and Paris follows 1 hour later, and Helsinki has 2 hours later. So a slight modification needed. But anyway, those spanning is allowed, and we set try to avoid the midnight. On the other hand, we have the single session events. So I set those 2 to 3 hours as a golden time, and this is not sufficient for US East Coast and West Coast attendees, but I follow the percentage of the attendees. Expecting percentage of the attendees. So I set here, but on the other hand, we have the poster session, it means that the offline is allowed. So there are 3. So if you recognize this open spaces here, this means Japanese midnight. So we want to avoid the operation on the midnight in Japan. So this is what or how we are scheduled. And so then it's a sequential view. So day 1, 2, 3. And so so all the keynote on all our sessions will be, played twice. So these are first play and the second play session. And we have the 2 keynotes and 18 oral presentation and then 31 poster. And also this is a famous platform you get familiar with now, I think. And so here is a time display, and also you can set your own preferred region and also your time zone, so that this website can tell you which part of the program you are in now, and also your preference for your session preference for your region. So another voting here, I would like to know. So how was the schedule? Actually, how do you feel? So let's start the polling. So I'm not sure if someone is hesitating to say poor or bad, but perhaps someone who can attend this session means he can wake up this time. So it's not fair voting. So we need to recognize the survivor's bias here. But anyway, I hope this solution is one of the fairly good option for the future. Okay, and then next one. So another vote. Go. So this time, of course, no one fits all solution. So of course, we this is the first version we launched. So of course, there are several small, or I would say small problems or many problems for someone, inconvenience. But anyway, almost 80% of the person would be satisfied with this. Thank you. And so, but this next question is the big challenge, and we're not sure if we can provide a good enough solution. Need to be improved, but so this is the main topic we can discuss. So what do you think of this result? So I guess fair means I don't know.
Fair means that it's usable, but
Yeah,
doesn't shine.
good. Yeah, not too bad as expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, perhaps we can discuss this later. I mean, of course, while waiting, discussing, please contribute to the slide so that we can, you can express your comment there. So how you feel it's poor and how you feel it's, how we can improve that one. So that is a main topic I would like to pass to the next organizers. Okay. And then okay, so this, and so I would like to visit if there is any topics related to T1 posted on the slide here. So of course you can check it by yourself by going the slide and typing the hash DCASE2020. But anyway, so there is, there are several T1 related posts here. So there are two. One is should we continue to have a virtual style after COVID? So this is a future one, and also first one was this one. So how to increase informal discussions that are usually very beneficial. So those two, and also the lively discussion on virtual conference. So how can we improve our experience? So is there any comments from panels on this?
We also have a question in the Q&A from Sasha that where can we input suggestions for improvements? I suppose that we can also give them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody wants to answer?
Yeah. So I guess, so I haven't seen Sasha's question, but for what I understood, you mean like how can you make suggestions specifically to us, I guess, no? To the organizers.
Yeah, like suggestion for improving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I guess directly contacting us is basically the way now. There is no like website or anything now that you can maybe check our contact, but I guess that even the DCASE mailing list would work, or maybe just like search for my name. But I think that specifically for the interaction or questions related to interaction, we really, we've been attending some other conferences, like several people from the MTG, and of course, like all of us. So I guess that we are all now gathering some inputs about how are these conferences working. For example, a couple of weeks ago, we had the Izmir conference, which was organized like differently all around the Slack chat, for example. So each conference is like trying some ideas. So I guess now we will be lucky enough to have had the experience of the previous conferences to try to get like the best of all the experiences, and maybe why not? Maybe we will consider doing some sort of form to get some feedback, like before, about also people outside the MTG about what was your experience with different conferences, so we can kind of choose the best option. But yeah, as a general answer, you can directly contact us, and we will definitely need some feedback, because this is new to all of us. And if I'm allowed to comment specifically on this edition of DCASE, for example, I would say that the website was very good to actually know what was going on, and I liked also that the chat was integrated in the website, so that you could go directly to the discussion of a specific paper or posters or whatever. I think maybe one of the things missing was this interaction outside the chat, maybe. And this is something that, for example, in Izmir, there were you could have Zoom meetings for each of the posters, for example, or the papers. So there were not only the chat, but you could actually engage in the live conversation. So there are some ideas of things that we could do in there. Someone else in a Slido was proposing tools like Gather Town. I don't know if you've heard of this, but that's basically a full virtual a sort of Second Life thing. So you have your virtual wall, which is the virtual venue for the conference, and then you actually have an avatar and you can just walk there and meet people. And I think this was used also in, was it ICASP or one of these big conferences? So yeah, maybe something like this is an option. We have to, evaluate all different experiences.
Yeah, can I say something? Thank you. Noboru has just given me a voice, essentially. Open my microphone. Thank you very much for that. My question was really like an example for like this one. Where is it? I think we have 71 participants. Where is it that they could input IDs and so on? At this stage, they can do it in Rocket Chat. I think generally playing the videos and getting access to the articles and the contents works well the way you guys have done it, the way ICASP does it, the way Interspeech does it. Where we're really missing out is indeed in the interaction. So I don't think we can emulate the standard model of a conference online, as in presentation and then Q&A. We could have, for example, what I mean is that we can be creative with that and rethink the concept of a conference completely and focus it a lot more on how do we make the interaction as efficient as possible. We could have, for example, the videos for 1 week without any special interaction and then have a 2 days workshop, which is only about talking to people. What's the right platform for that? I'm not exactly sure. Slack is I'm familiar with it, is usually a good one. Rocket Chat was okay, but there was a lot of channels. So if wanting to interact with the authors outside of the website was difficult in my opinion, but opinions may vary. Gather Town, I'm not entirely sure. One thing we can get inspired from is social networks. We could have a room for each of the technical themes of the conference, a room for audio captioning, a room for event detection, and where people could start building those interactions. Probably Slack, because of the time differences, it's going to be difficult to have times where everybody is on board. Noboru, you did a great job finding the time zones that work for everybody, but these time zones which work for everybody could be focused mostly on interaction rather than being spent on watching the videos. Watching the videos we can do the week before, we can do homework before the conference, and then dedicate the conference mostly to interaction. I hope that's helpful. It's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
I think that's a nice idea. Also, in the Izmir conference, for example, there were some room channels that were created for that, like for groups of interest in a specific topic, and there were also these like special sessions which would facilitate this communication. So these were sessions entirely for discussion. So I think that's a good that's a nice idea. Yeah. In any case, if someone wants to suggest ideas or have thoughts about that, please just write to us or also write to the DCASE mailing list, which we are checking, because I think this is something that probably many people can contribute, because it's all of us who are going to be like
physical meeting would always be best if we can do it again. I mean, I really missed, like I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Tokyo. No, I'm not going. But also like meeting people, having beers together, all these things, this is important. So if we can do a physical workshop, I think that should always be the priority.
Yeah, of course. And actually that's going to be a big challenge, because we will probably be doing a hybrid solution, because hopefully in a year time, restrictions will allow at least some people to travel. And I guess we'll have this, and that's going to be also a big technical challenge, like how to make the two worlds work together. So yeah, we're going to need to sort it out. Yeah.
Okay. So by the way, at least for this discussion, I mean today, you can have the Rocket chat on the under the detailed link of the town hall discussion, please. So if you have any suggestion or comments, and you can type here, so that we can, I mean, recap those one by looking at the sentences. It helps.
May I ask very quickly if whether the website for this year, is this some platform that you build yourselves, or is this using some open source platform or something? Not the chat, I mean the website.
I mean, you mean the DCASE official DCASE website?
No. The workshop website. So the website where there is the schedule and where's the links to the and where the chat is embedded and
the virtual platform.
Yeah.
Sorry, the virtual platform. I guess that's a better name.
Yeah, I mean, so
This
one is
one.
this one is the website. On the other hand, I mean, we can set up this one for this week. I mean, of course, we can keep it a couple of weeks, but it's costs, so it's not gonna be forever. But on the other hand, we can. What I'm thinking of now is to capture all the contents from this tentative site and move those fixed images to the. I mean, set it to the, let's say, a DCASE official website. So we can capture this one. But on the other hand, if you want to have the ongoing discussion with this system, it costs us. So it's a matter of the cost, how much we can pay.
Yeah, I guess my question was more like technical, like whether this virtual platform is some like software that you build yourselves, or that's something that's a tool for conferences that we should evaluate as well.
Actually, so this system is provided by the system provider, so we paid it for.
Okay.
Because I mean, we don't have enough resources to create whole systems ourselves. So of course we should buy some time. Thomas, you want to say something? Please turn microphone on and.
Well, I think related to the platform, I think I agree with what has been already said. So I don't think I have much to add there. Perhaps I can comment on the other topics.
Okay, so later. Yeah. So again, please let me check the Slido here. So everybody, please check Slido, and if you wanted to discuss any of the suggested topics, you can push good button here so that it's gonna be listed on top. And so for T1, this one I can answer. So our interactive tool. So it's two way of thinking. One is a permanent discussion tool for a DCASE community. So it's not only for the workshop week, but also we can keep it and forever. I mean, as usual discussion. And another way of I think of this kind of tool is a special tool dedicated to the deep discussion space within the week. And then in that case, at least I'm a little hesitating to adopt a brand new technology. Rather, I would like to use a stable, well-tested tool like a Zoom. So that's why we decided to use Zoom. And also Rocket Chat system provider said it's stable enough, and they proposed that one, and we take it. Okay. And so is there any other question or comment, please raise your hand or write down your message on the Q&A box. And so panels, Romain, you want to add something on this topic?
No, well, I mainly agree with what has been said, and I think the real interaction and everything that happens outside the presentation and so on is what's missing for the virtual. And I mean, that's a great challenge, and I don't have any solution to that. So, well.
Right. Okay, so for time being, perhaps we can visit the topics 2. So this is topics for next step, future direction. And so in summary, we have DCASE 2020, we have following topics and also some challenge tasks like this. And actually, I have comments from Anamalia, and I just copy and paste, from your email. But perhaps we can check if there are. Yeah, we have several comments. So our first one is got 10 good. And so how can we assess possible biases in DCASE data sets? So this is related to the second keynote. So if your data set has a bias, then results might be biased. So is there any good way to check the bias? And that might be the one possibility. Does anyone have comments on this? If you find any interesting comment, perhaps you can raise your hand or.
Yeah, I do have something to say about this, because this is like the collection of the data set and the design of the data set is also a huge part of organizing the challenge and the task. So, I mean, all the insight we had on yesterday's keynotes are important and are important to keep in mind. On the other hand, I also do agree with Sasha's comments on yesterday in the chat, and I think that the target to trying to design like application agnostic task is probably something that would turn out impossible, and instead we probably also should focus on trying to design tasks that actually do have an application that would probably also remove some of the possible bias in the annotations and so on. So, I mean, the problem is difficult to tackle, and we have to keep this in mind. But it's not only about the data. I think it's also about the application, and different application would require, for the same data, would require different annotations. So I must say I share on Sasha's views on that aspect, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. So is there any additional comments on this topic? Yes. So Thomas agreed, and yes. So let's move on to another one.
Sorry, if I can add something quickly, just to qualify the comment on the chat yesterday. Across the evolution of the domain and of machine learning in general, it's not just specific to sound recognition. First, people were focusing on the model architectures, and then they started discovering that the data sets matter. So there was more focus on labeling, data gathering, and so on. Then there is another thing also, which is loss functions, like the training. How do you shape the training? So we see a bit more interest on these kind of aspects. Now, another element of machine learning is definition of the task and the definition of or definition of the application, and that in turn impacts the composition of the data sets. So I would really urge people to include that as an element in their thinking. I'm not sure if it's possible to do a task agnostic model, because if we try to do a task agnostic model, then that model is going to be dependent on the biases of the data set. So maybe it's, how to say, utopia to think of task agnostic model. There is not a model which is going to solve everything. Models are going to be guided to solve what we ask them to solve. And that is very dependent on the task. So I would really encourage people to start thinking of what is it that they want the models to achieve. Of course, we want to achieve sound recognition, but in which type of conditions? What would be the metrics of success which are related to what users of the system would want to see the system doing? So these kind of considerations. So what I'm saying here is this is an element of thinking of machine learning as a whole, model, data, training, but also applications. I hope this helps.
Yeah. Great, thank you. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And of course, anomaly detection is one of the typical cases of such an required system and requirement on the system. So, yeah. And so let's continue to next one. So another T2 here. So the tasks that have a strong entertainment aspects for young people will be interesting, and tasks that a high school student would be happy to work on it. So those kind of, is there any comment on this? This has a for good.
I think it is difficult problem for company people like us. So anomaly detection is very commercial application. So yeah, of course, for company members, it is very attractive, interesting. So we got many attendees for participants for task 2, but I don't know what is the interesting task for high school students. So does anyone have any comments? For example, gaming or gaming related, or web chatting related, or SNS related, Twitter or Facebook, or I don't know.
Yeah, so for speech synthesis, perhaps virtual YouTube idol, or I mean star might be the one, but we're not sure how we can borrow that concept to the DCASE kind of research.
If I may say something on that, I think indeed industrial partners in the community are in a very good position to inform the community of what are the applications that people want to buy. We can imagine, of course, all sorts of things, gamification. We can, there is a component of design of the applications where, academic partners have a role to play as well in design. I think, for example, in as far as I know, I work a lot very closely with Mark Plumley, and in his latest research team, he's got a researcher, a developer, and a designer. So designing the tasks of the future is important. That said, the people who are really in contact with customers or users of the system, and whose livelihood depends on people buying the system. So as a company, we are submitted to the judgment of the people who are going to buy the system. If they don't think that what we are designing the system for is useful, they're not going to buy it. It's as simple vote with money. So I would really, again, encourage the community to liaise, to look at, for example, if you look at websites of sound recognition companies, so Audio Analytic, for example, you can see what kind of applications we're doing. So I would really encourage the academic partners to try and inquire and talk to the companies to see, okay, we have these ideas about, I don't know, smart cities or something. Is anybody buying that? Is anybody interested in this thing to the point where they would buy it? So I'm not saying that the world is ruled by commercial interest. What I'm saying is that it's a vote. It's users telling the companies what are the applications. Academic partners could try to make a focus group and then try to test with people a bit more, like what are the applications that people use. But it's really the job of the companies to do that. And that's something that companies would probably be very, very happy to contribute to the community in exchange for interesting discussion.
Okay, I was trying to find the balance of the academic and the industrial attendees, but I didn't copy it. But yeah, so
Well, it
yeah.
was about 50-50. I think it is more or less half and half for the workshops. It was always like that.
Okay, thank you. And so move to the this one. So past attendees have come from telecommunications, mechanical engineering, search engine, and entertainment sectors. What's missing? What do you predict next? Is there any comment?
Well, I could comment a bit on this because this is actually related to this question that I was sending you. That it's what is the okay? I was asking more for the challenge, but of course they are related. So what's the balance between old and new? How many there we have tasks that are already quite classical, but we have also new tasks incoming in the challenge. And it's similarly for the workshop, how concentrated it is on a certain topic and how much it allows this kind of, let's say, multidisciplinarity. Or there was also a question in this Slido about music, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody was asking, do we have any plan for expanding tasks to exploring music data sets? And that is something which is so separate. So there's an entire like group that is doing it. So there's the ISMIR, which is kind of our inspiration. But then the question is, do we include any music in this or not? And then like yesterday we had the talk about the visual recognition. A lot of methods that we are using are inspired from that domain. So is that something that would come in here or not? We had previously lots of talks from the like psychoacoustics side, which is, it is related, but it is a different domain. So I think maybe we don't have a very clear answer to this, but we should be open to kind of development.
So
And
yeah, go.
And I think it would be also important to mention that how much do we want the challenge to actually drive the workshop? Because I've seen that many papers, if not most of them actually, well, maybe not most of them, but many papers actually come from the workshop, from the challenge. So actually the different challenges that are there are defining the lines that are being actively researched. Maybe because the fact of having it as a challenge means that you already have the data set and it kind of makes it easy like to do something. So maybe that's, I mean, I think it is very important to actually decide what tasks are there and what tasks not, because this is then also what defines what the contributions of the workshop are.
Yes. Okay. And is there any comment on the Q&A box? So yes. Let's share it. Sorry, this one rather easy. What it's already answered. Okay, sorry, it's already answered. So our next one might be the T2. This one. Want a platform for an informal and casual discussion with the DCASE community members, like Slack. So perhaps, Thomas, do you think DCASE can register at least a free version with the Slack, or do you have any comments on this?
Sounds like a good idea to me. Like I don't know what kind of limitations there are in practice, but anybody who wants to volunteer to do this, then I support this idea.
So
shouldn't be too difficult to do that.
Right. So perhaps we're gonna ask some volunteer to.
Yeah. If anybody is interested in doing that, please be in contact with me.
Good. And so T2, another T2, this one. So the tasks that have a strong entertainment, or this is already. So okay, order has been changed because of the voting result. So okay, this one already done. So how can we set the complete? I don't know. Anyway, I think. Okay, I think we've already covered all the topics. And Anamalia, do you double check you have already covered those topics and listed in my slide?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that, of course, I understand Thomas and Sasha saying there are interesting problems for sound recognitions, which are like distinct from music and speech. But then it's a bit of a question of like how tight these topics are, and do we expect like this question that attendees coming from also other domains, or are we going to just keep it that okay, it is this very strict thing? So we can't really predict what's missing or what is next. But we had attendees from the telecommunications and other engineering and search engines and so on, psychoacoustics also. So who else can come? Yeah.
It's not a question of people. It's a question of identifying what the domain is about. I think in terms of sound recognition, for example, a simple thing, the production processes are very varied. You have things breaking and so on. You don't. So for speech, you have one production process, which is vocal cords and vocal tract. For music, you have music instruments. Most of them are being based on resonance phenomena. Sound recognition, we have sounds which come from crash, beep, all sorts of other things. And so this is what defines the boundaries of the domain. It's not we're not going to tell people who sent an article to Izmir, don't send an article to DCASE. It's not about that. It's more about what defines this problem that we're working on and what makes it different from language model in speech or musical chords and musical score in the music. There is a kind of language in music which we don't have in speech. So that those things are what we need to put forward as a different domain, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. So and last topic is actually just capture the all things, anything else from. So let's start on top. So is there any way to get DCASE 2020 t-shirts? Perhaps you can see this one. So who can answer this?
Maybe Tatsuya.
Can we?
I think these are the best conference t-shirts I've ever seen.
Thank you very much. Actually, it's buy from Beams Corporation.
Okay. Yeah. Tatsuya, could you explain this? How can we?
Hello, my name is Tatsuya, and t-shirts preparing chair.
T-shirts preparation chair.
EPC member. And
do you take orders?
Actually, we have 2 t-shirts. Can I share?
Yes. So okay. I'll stop sharing. Please take your control on this.
Okay. Can you see this slide?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, we have 2 kind of t-shirts. This is our staff t-shirts, and we are now planning to design new super cool t-shirts for
extremely cool t-shirts.
But actually, it is originally considered as some gift for our deal. So to get t-shirts, you have to pick up, come to Tokyo to pick up them. otherwise you need some costs for making
cost
and shipping. So another way is maybe crowdfunding. So I want to ask you that actually how many attendees want super cool t-shirts?
Okay, let's make a vote here. So please continue explaining that while I'm preparing for a vote. Yeah, please describe the way, and while you are describing, I'm typing the vote.
Yeah, could you give me the sense of cost? How much is it will be?
Maybe including shipping around 50 euro, $50. If you can come to Tokyo, maybe $15.
I think, of course, the problem is shipping, but and especially worldwide shipping. But there are companies that you can basically upload your design, and then people can just buy it, and I will like take care of everything. That's how we do it in Freesound. By the way, if you buy a Freesound T-shirt, and that's very easy for you to set up. You just need to upload the design and choose a color. So I mean, there are services to do that. Yeah.
So maybe you can give them that kind of information.
Yeah. I didn't want you to say it because I don't want to make publicity of a specific platform. But I will tell you by email.
Yep. Anyway, let me poll. Oh, how can I? This one? No. Okay. Let's. So this is a yes no question. So do you want to buy it or not? So please. Now voting 24 out of 53. So almost a half voted. But anyway, let's share the result. So at least 13 wants to buy it. So anyway, so let's discuss this one, and perhaps we can announce it in the, I don't know, DCASE mailing list or so. Anyway, 2020 organizing committee will discuss this one and come back with the information. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. I will do my best.
Yeah, great. Yeah, surely the best. T-shirts, yeah, great. And so let me go back to the discussion again. Okay, so let's check this again. Okay, so we've completed the T-shirts discussion and also okay, why don't you use the Kaggle platform for challenge tasks?
Yeah, I saw that coming. I know that people like to have some sort of a feedback during the challenge so that they can see how they are situated compared to other participants. So the only problem, let's say, that we had with the Kaggle platform is that it is not universally available. So they are forbidding participants from certain countries, and that kind of disagrees with our policy of being open. So I don't know how much that matters for our participants, because perhaps we did not have such situation in which there was a case who could not participate. But in a way, I think this is what drives. there are some other platforms which offer similar this kind of leaderboards and stuff, but we did not have time to, I think for this year, we did not have time to verify that. So this is also something that we can consider if there's any kind of task organizers that have experience with something else than Kaggle and can kind of help us set it up quickly. That would be great.
Okay, thank you. And so let us be quick because we are almost running out of time. So another one is how long will the online workshop materials be available? And so who can answer this?
Actually, in the closing session, we will describe about it.
Okay, good. And so go next. So how can the DCASE community contribute to the era of COVID-19? Perhaps this, I don't know if there is any specific comment on this, perhaps we can take. Otherwise, perhaps we can check another one. Okay, and then.
So Harada-san.
Yes.
You missed a question from Costas. I think Costas about the open review.
Okay, which line? On.
Oh, just a purple one. T4.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah.
T4. Oh, great. Oh, appropriate. Setup. I mean, how about using open review platform for DCASE workshop reviewing as is being practiced from major CS conferences? Yuma, do you have any comment on this?
Yes, we can use it, but actually we selected Microsoft CMT because the last years and the two years ago workshop use it. So if next year's task organizer want to use it, I think we can use it. But any other comments from Anna Maria, Thomas, or other panelists?
Well, that's something that actually I wanted to ask, like, I mean, maybe more internally, like whether this platform is something that DCASE is using for a specific reason, or that's something that can be changed, or how this works. But I guess maybe we can spend time on other questions because this is more internal, I guess. But yeah, we would be open to use other tools which at least look more modern. I don't know.
Maybe I can comment.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Kostas, please.
Yes. So if I can comment on that, because it was my question as well. Sorry, let me also turn on my video so you can see me. Using open review will, as it has been observed in major conferences, enhances transparency of reviews and gives the ability to people to actually see what's happening with their paper, have people commenting on the paper, and doing all this by keeping anonymity. So basically has all the benefits of blind reviews, so the authors cannot see the reviewer, and the commenters from outside cannot see neither the reviewer nor the authors. Okay, they can see the authors on the paper. But also on the other hand, provides an open platform and bringing everything out there so everybody can see that.
Actually, for company members, we needed to consider patent problem. We needed to submit patent before publishing the paper, and we always submit patent after submitting the paper. So during review period, we submit the patent. So if we use open review, we needed to prepare the patent before the submit deadline. So it is a problem for company member.
I think the paper cannot, there is an option of having the paper accessible or not. So there should be an option for that.
Okay.
So if somebody's like from a company and the company submits for a patent after the paper, then I think that can be handled. I mean, there should be that option in the platform. I think the difficult part is to have it open, not to have it closed. So if there's a case, I think that can be found way, but since this has not been investigated, maybe the DCASE committee can actually consider moving to like adopting practices that have been found to enhance transparency in academia and conferences.
I think this is something to consider. Yeah.
Maybe something I could add to the reviews. So far, DK has been quite tolerant. Like the review process hasn't been really that strict because we are a growing community and we don't really have that established practices. So in the steering group, we have basically decided that it's better to have more papers and not being so restrictive. But maybe if anybody has comments on that, like if you feel like would be useful to hear what you think about the quality of the DCASE papers. Is the current kind of quality good, or should the review process be more strict so that there is less papers accepted? Then I think all these questions should be taken into account in the future workshops.
So if I can,
sorry. So we need to consider the challenge participant. So who want to submit the workshop paper. So do you have any good ideas for that, Ana Maria or Costas?
I just have the feeling that I mean, if a reviewer gives the score and says, okay, I grade that paper with overall X, then accepting or not the paper, isn't that something that meta reviewers do, or the committee, or like the steering committee or technical committee does? So what I'm trying to ask, I mean, if there is adopted an open review process for ensuring some open reviews and having everything out there so everybody can see that, can't the committee of corresponding DCASE workshop select the papers because it needs to fill a certain amount of papers?
Yeah, maybe doing the proper meta review requires that there is then enough kind of this external reviewers. I don't know, like how I don't have that much experience on this open review platform. I think it's very good in major conferences, and I agree with Kostas that we should really have transparent policies here. On the other hand, we are quite small community, so I don't know how it would work. So, but maybe with some kind of a adaptation, like some changes, I think we can consider it in DCASE as well.
Okay, so it's about time to stop, and so I would like to ask you to thank and also give us a big applause.
So you take photo for all attendees?
Yes. So our final announcement. So we're gonna take the huge photo list, and so what we would like to ask you to is to turn on your camera, and then we're gonna invite all of you to the panelists so that you can show up your face, and so we can take a group photo. So I'm not sure if we can do it, but let's try. And so how many people joining here now?
Maybe most of, okay, all attendees became a panelist.
Okay, great.
And I think there is some hidden option in Zoom to be able to show up to 64 people or something. So I saw it before while trying to set up some video settings.
Okay, so what do you think? It's a whole people showing up. So we had okay, one attendee.
Please stop your sharing screen.
Okay, so there are 2 pages, right? And so how to manage it? Yuma, can you do you think you can take picture or who?
Actually, yes, but so can you stop, Noboru, can you stop the sharing your screen?
Oh, or okay, sorry. Okay, I did it. And
Yes,
then
yeah, but actually we have 2 pages.
yes. No, now it's 3.
Okay, but for my screen, it's 2. Maybe it depends on the screen size. So, but when you have very large screen, and that can follow this.
Is it?
No,
I don't know. I have 4K display.
but free. Okay.
Should be.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will divide the photo to parts of photo, and I will concatenate 2 photos.
Yes. But anyway, good.
Okay, so okay, for first page, so I will take 3, 2, 1. Okay.
And then second one.
Okay, for next page. Okay. I will take photo. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got it. I take it. So I will share my photo. I'm sorry. The first one is this one. Okay.
Okay, great.
Right, and the second one is this one.
Great.
Okay, I will concatenate 2 photos and I will
great.
share it to all attendees. Thank you.
Yes, great. Thank you. And so that's it for the town hall discussion. And so I'm gonna pass this mic to Ono Sensei.
Okay, yeah, so thank you for sharing the town hall. So I will close the workshop with some words. So let's share the, okay, can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so first, okay. Okay, so first this DCASE workshop is held as a virtual conference, but we hope all participants enjoy the technical and scientific presentation and discussion on this virtual platform and Rocket Chat. So we keep both the virtual platform and the Rocket Chat for several weeks. We not decided accurately, but at least 1 week, maybe several weeks after workshop. So if you miss any presentation or papers, you can check them later. And also please check the Rocket Chat. You may have the questions. And we are requested to share some statistics information, but let us take a little more time. We will check the numbers again for accuracy, and we will upload this information, statistics information of DCASE 2020 at this event page of DCASE website. And again, we would like to appreciate for sponsors. This workshop is supported by Hitachi, Line, NEC, Adobe, Apple, Audio Analytic, Cochlear AI, Google, Mitsubishi Electric, Rion, and Sound Intelligence. we would like to say thank you. Thank you very much. And also, we would like to appreciate again for DCASE steering group members, their kind help, support, and suggestions. Thank you very much. And thank you. And we organizing members, and finally, the success of DCASE workshop 2020 is fully due to the participation and the contribution of all attendees. So yeah, we thank you all for participation to DCASE 2020 workshop, and see you at next DCASE. Yeah, thank you.
So we're gonna keep this one open, and so perhaps you can pick your beer and come up here and let's discuss the chat.
It's a little early, at least in Europe. Part of here.
But Europeans usually drink while lunchtime, right?
Not all of them.
I see. Yep.
But thanks for the organization.
Yeah, great. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So Harada-san, how?
yeah. Perhaps we can keep this while. Yeah, but I need to go to the fridge to take my beer.
So we always stop the YouTube, right?
Oh yeah,
okay,
sure.
Okay.
We should stop it, of course.
Yes.
Live streaming of just a beer drinking.